Hey math classes, it's time for a little bit of reflection. We're about halfway through the quarter. It's a 9-week quarter, so 4.5 weeks is the halfway mark, and this is week 5 that we're in. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at your grade in PowerSchool, and I wanted to just say excellent job to those of you who are watching every single video that I make and paying attention to the whole thing and learning from it, and then doing a good job on work, showing work, and getting correct answers. If you're worried about your grade in PowerSchool, it might be because you're not showing your work. It might be because you're getting incorrect answers, or maybe it's because you're not watching the videos, so you don't know how to do the problems. But those are some things I want you to think about. When I was grading, I was looking at whether or not you were showing your work and if your work made sense. And then I was also looking for correct answers to see if you had learned the math material. That's how I was grading your assignments. Number 2, I wanted you to realize that you're being graded on extra math. I know I've told you that before, but some of you are doing it every single day. And some of you aren't doing it, so I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you're being graded on extra math. In addition, I'm having some people who it looks like they're signing in, but they're not completing a practice. So it shows up like this gray box on my screen. And I wanted to make sure that you knew that to finish an extra math, you have to complete multiple sessions. It will say continue, and then you'll do a little more practice. You'll hit continue, you'll do a little bit more practice, and then you'll know you're finished when it says sign out. And then you click sign out, and there will be a little check mark by your name to show that you've completed the practice. So make sure it says sign out. That's when you know that you've completed the practice. All right, on to your Go formative feedback. All right, let me show you a Go formative feedback and just talk about how important this is. So you'll see that I graded some assignments this weekend, and you'll see it'll look like this, where you'll see this score beside the submitted button. To see your feedback, you just click submitted, and then you go back into that lesson, and you'll see the feedback that I wrote to you about a problem. See, this one has one piece of information about it to tell the person what they did wrong. This one, there's no feedback because this was a correct answer. And then on number 4, you see the feedback looks a little different. It's a picture. So this is an example of one where you actually have to click on it to see it better. Let's see if this will open. There we go. All right, so you can see that I typed information and I also wrote over this problem to show the student how to do the work properly. Now, this is just an example account that I'm trying to show you how to look at your feedback. And I wanted to share with you that it is super important that you look over your feedback, because since I'm not with you in the classroom, like looking over your shoulder at your work and checking it, this is a way for you to see if you're doing it correctly or not. If you're not reading your feedback, then you're just doing the work and you don't really know if you got it right or wrong. So this is a very important step that I need you to take. For online education, for this to work, you have to read the feedback that I give you. All right, and then the next thing I just want to talk about is if you want to redo an assignment, make sure you re-watch the videos and do a good job. And then email Ms. Hippenmeyer. So email me if you redo an assignment, because I do not look back at the assignments unless you tell me that you redid something. And then last, some of you might be realizing as you're looking at PowerSchool that you need help. Maybe you want to come to my help session every day and get help. I have a help session on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12 to 1. To join, you use the code HIPHELP. You can also email me another time that you would rather get help, and I can schedule you and send you a Google Meet for that time. So please, if you're having trouble with math, visit me from 12 to 1 and get some help. The only day that I don't hold it is on Thursdays when I have your live math session. So please take some time today, look at your PowerSchool grade, reflect on how you're doing in math class, and think about how you can improve.